And we're live. Okay. Morning thoughts. Hold on there. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. I said I was gonna start out early this morning, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Remember that? It's 7 o'clock. We're here, right? So we get an extra 40 minutes this morning so we can really dive into some topics. Shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson. Thank you for being the first one here this morning. Shout out to Angel D. Virtuous Fire is in the building. Wayne Nathan, Lady J. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get up early, man. I saw early on the wake up out of bed. God have mercy. Why? Miss Missy Brom Brom, Angel D, Dainty D is in the building. Dainty D, big up yourself. The Buffalo Soul, the rest is here. Audrey Wright's here, says morning fam, present teacher. Karen Notice is in the building this morning. Up. Audrey David is here. Rosalind Smichael is here. Elaine Brown, Virtuous Fire, and Gonna Life. These are all the early risers. Shout out to you and thank you for being here so early. Shout out to the people going out to work. I don't know, so I can't do the thing different, else my mind just goes. I'm borderline OCD. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town, long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school bus drivers, public transportation bus drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver. Shout out to all the drivers. Shout out to whatever your profession is. Law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Let me see. Shout out to the firefighters, school teachers. Shout out to whatever it is your job or your career field is. You're a good-hearted person, clean heart, pure mind, clear conscience. You want good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. You deserve respect. That way. Up, up. And that means wake up, wise up, and rise up. It feels different. Clocking in like 30 minutes early, but I don't feel stressed. Big up on yourself and thank you for being here this morning. Hey, you know what? Before I go any further, if any of you in here want to get your teeth done, then hit me up. I have a link, right? This individual. I like to support black business. See? And I searched around forever for somebody to actually do my teeth. And I went to one place and they did it and my teeth cracked in like 2 weeks after it got done. But I only did one tooth just to test them out, right? And it cracked in 2 weeks. Then I went to the person who I've always wanted to go to. But for one, that person was located far away from me. And for two, it was kind of pricey compared to what I was hoping to spend. However, this person is known for being an expertise in his line of work. So, and I've seen a lot of people giving him endorsements that are very credible people. So if you're in the Florida area, New York, well, people come from all over America to see him. So first of all, you have to be in the U.S., okay? Or have access to the U.S. I don't want nobody coming from Clarendon. Yo, SouFLoTV, who do your teeth? Come on, go do my teeth. Don't we have no visa? I have no passport. I'm not talking to you. Those of you in the U.S., if you're willing to travel, if you could travel to Miami on Memorial Day weekend to go shake your ass, you can travel to you can travel to Atlanta, turn it into a weekend trip, and get your teeth fixed, right? Or get your teeth done, or whatever you want to do. So we'll take care of ourselves. This year is 2023, and this is what we said we were gonna do, right? So I got my eye surgeries done on both eyes, something I was scared of doing. And I got that done this year. This was the year to do it. And I got my teeth fixed. This was the year to do it. And, get my full checkup, full blood work, full everything. I'm good to go. What else we get done? Colon cancer screening, all these things. Just get everything done so we know so we're on a level, right? Right. And I'm encouraging everybody else to do the same. If you want to know who did my teeth, he's in Atlanta, and I'll give you a direct link to him. See, with that said, moving right along. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning. I had the joy of speaking to a family member, a very close family member. Pardon me with this song. May I tear off the water? Something because I'm not doing a commercial for this water company. They're not paying me. I'm just thirsty. I mean, I drink some water, so I tear off them brand off of the bottle. All right. Yeah, as I was saying, I had a pleasure yesterday. It wasn't really a pleasure, but it was her getting the story straight. So we recently did a story, and the story we recently did was about a woman in Jamaica that was in her 70s, 73 years old, I believe, and she beat her husband to death with a hammer, right? And the story was that he was writing the will, and she wasn't in the will, and so an argument developed, and she beat him to death with the hammer. That's not how the story goes. We have the in-depth story. I spoke to a very close family member yesterday for about an hour, and she gave me the complete rundown. 45 minutes to an hour. She gave me the complete rundown. This is not distant family for her. When I say close, this is very, 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 very close, like your dad, right? So she gave me, so we're gonna put truth out into the air this morning concerning that story. Other things we have to talk about this morning is we'll start out with that. Zurich Diamond League 100-meter sprint. Sha'Carri Richardson beats Eline Thompson Herah again. I think this is the year for Sha'Carri. Right. Spice, dancehall queen Spice, shows her scars. I don't know if you've seen it. Wanna see it? Wanna see the picture with Spice belly? She showed her scars of. Remember, Spice did have a near-death experience not too long ago, and everybody was saying she nearly dead because she had tried the BBL and tummy tuck and this, that, and the other. Right? Why don't she just leave your body alone? These women are dying on the table. Have y'all seen her scar? Yo, that scar that look like something from back in the slavery days. It looked like one time them did beat Kunta in the movie Roots. When them beat Kunta, he say Toby boy, and he said Kunta, Toby boy. And then when you see his back after and how him back did look, I saw it, boy, it looked bad. But me have a picture right there. So obviously she want the public to see it now. So everything in due time. I'll show it to you in a minute. And we'll talk a bit about BBL, and because there are still our sisters running this down more than anybody else. I can't understand why. You were the prototype, right? You were the type that everybody wanted to be like. And now that everybody have access to these things that make them look closer to you, you are running it down more than everybody else. You dying on the table more than anybody else. So we got to talk about that, right? The DUNCE book bag. Have y'all seen the DUNCE book bag? It's a red book bag that has white writing with the word dunce on it. And it's causing quite a stir in Jamaica. You know, school just started back not too long ago, a couple of days now. And kids are heading off to school with a book bag on their back that says dunce. Big word, dunce. I have a picture of it and all that. Me have my take on it. But I'm surprised to see who is endorsing it. And the reason why they're endorsing it. Can't tell me say we're lost. Okay, we are lost, and there's some people out here who are supposed to be trying to influence people in the right direction. Whether you influence youths or grown people, because grown people are influential too. They're just carrying everybody down the rabbit hole more. So we'll see. We'll talk about that in a minute. And the next one now, of course, we're gonna go over, and we'll continue to go over until the story gets stale, because the people them still missing. Member of Parliament for East Kingston and Port Royal, Philip Paulwell, his 10-month-old child and her mommy is still missing. 5 days and counting. Let's take a call. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. It's Senior 60.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. For some reason, I'm no longer a member.
Really?
So I can't come in.
Maybe the card. How do you do your membership? Is it on automatic pay?
Yes.
Did you change your card number?
You know what? That's what I need to do.
You know
oh
that.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, it happens. It happened to me too. It happened to me and cost me a whole insurance policy. Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll fix it right away.
All right. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. All right. Quick story. Go check your cards. Matter of fact, I learned my lesson. Don't attach nothing to your cards. Now I attach everything that needs to be paid on a monthly basis without me having 8 bills I pay every month. And I have them written out. I'm a Virgo. I am very meticulous when it comes to certain things. 8 bills I pay every month. And those bills, if I miss them, it's going to be an issue. They are thinking I'm paying into this all-inclusive dental insurance, right? So I'm telling myself, okay, them I tell me say they'll cover everything once you reach 2 years in. So I've been paying. It's been years. The premium that I'm paying, $161 a month, right? And everybody else is like, Ross, man, I'm paying that much. I say, yeah, but they come with full coverage, and in 2 years it kicks in to where everything is covered. My granny, why it was hooked up to my card though, and the card changed number because the bank says somebody was trying to get into my account, change the number, and I forgot to go to all these places and change the card that was on file for them. So what ends up happening now, me show up at the dentist one day. I said to them, I want a deep cleaning. The lady said the deep cleaning will cost some crazy amount of money. I said, I've never paid that much for a deep cleaning, but okay, my insurance should be able to handle it. She come back and say, you don't have no insurance. we contacted the insurance company and they say you're not even a member there. So I don't know. Maybe we're doing something wrong. Here's their number. Call them. When we call them, the people them say, sir, your policy expired like a couple months ago. I'm like, damn. So I had to start all over again. So yes, don't attach anything to your cards that you know change on a frequent basis. Entry denied. And watch me, me feel shame, cause see I'm in the dentist chair already, them done kick me back already, them done start, when them starting in your mouth, take this and swing it around and spit it over there, and y'all get ready to go for them for go in and everything. Me ready. They're already in my mouth. She in there, scrape, and I write down. She's like, okay, this one over here needs this, that one needs that. And the lady walk in from the front desk. Hey, may I talk to you for a minute? So I said, in the middle of my session, okay, whatever. She was like, do you mind? I said, no. She goes, it's about him. It's about your finance, sir. It's about my finance. Me put them in her ear. Got this thing around my neck. It's about my finance. She was like, okay, do you mind if I speak so he can hear? I said, yeah, speak so he can hear. She was like, we contacted your dental, your insurance company, and they said you're not a member there. See me, start take off with something immediately because the number where the lady tell me $2,000 and something dollars, she tell me for a deep cleaning, And I said to her, I've never paid that much for a deep cleaning. I don't know what kind of deep cleaning you're gonna do, but she was like, listen, we have to go under your gum line because you have plaque buildup here. Like the woman are telling her, because I just had a deep cleaning a year ago, right? We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It's the kind of insurance that I had that they thought was gonna work, so them could have exploited, but it never works. I'm shaming, I'm taking off everything. I get up. The lady was like, okay, so we could continue if you can pay cash. I said, no, it's okay. I'm gonna get out the cape and walk out. We can continue if you could pay cash. Let me come in and compare $2,000 for clean my teeth. But anyhow, yeah, lesson of the day. Don't do it. Make sure that your stuff is hooked up to something that never changes, right? That's what I did. So I'm gonna lose that insurance policy there. Anyhow, back to what I said before now. Yep, Philip Paulwell's child and baby mother still missing, and the medic is still missing. I'm gravely concerned about medic because it's been quite some time. Those are the things we're going to talk about this morning. We start anywhere you want to start. I don't know we do it already. I can start with clarifying the story about the woman that hammered her husband to death. I can start there, or I can start wherever else you want me to start. So tell me where to start, and I'll start there. Everyone, please hit the like button. Marilyn Grant, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Let's take this call real quick. I apologize, caller. I had to finish saying what I was saying. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Caller.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, me here. You know.
Yeah,
What go on?
The dunce bag thing you want to talk about, Bridget.
The dunce bag thing you want to start out to talk about?
Yeah, man.
Make we go right into it then. and I thank you for calling in. So, what you have to say about the dunce bag thing before me
Yes, sir.
say me say?
Yes, sir. This look dangerous here. Because how you as a parent to go buy a bag like that figure your youth figure at school.
One talk, me I pull it up so people them can see what we are talking about.
Yeah, that don't make no sense, brother.
I was I won't even say I was shocked. I'll say I've come to expect all kinds of stuff from us now. We just, and I say we because you know it's in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's like every day Jamaica is a whole soap opera, a whole we're festive in the right and the wrong ways, and it's every day.
But me I say,
See the
Virgin,
book bag here.
what kind of parents them there?
This is the book bag. This was it was on the front of the Gleaner, and there's a whole discussion and a whole article about it on the Gleaner. And them have a picture of a little boy walking down the road, leaving home, going to school in a fresh
me
uniform.
See,
You see it?
I mean I watch.
in a fresh uniform, first day of school, and in padding back it says dunce. This. Listen, talk your talk, yeah, Saka. Me have a lot to say about that one here.
Yeah, man, come here say how that makes sense.
How it makes
That
sense.
don't make no sense, Virgin.
You,
What kind of parents them there? Even if you is a person whenever say right to that school, you're supposed to try to push your youth to get the most education where they can get.
you know what them argue and say? Okay, so this is what I've seen online. And I'm not going to mention names, but these are some very influential people that are saying stuff like, here we go again. First, I did the picnic them here. Then I did the picnic them uniform pants, how tight it is, or how tall the foot is, or how whatever. And now them I go after the picnic them bag. The picnic them here, bag, and pants foot don't have nothing to do with how bright their mind is. That's how they are excusing this. And I was shocked to see that somebody would have really get up and try to excuse this. You know?
Well, you see the year thing, this thing, we don't really have no problem with the year. But the pants and them thing, you know, when I wear them pants, wear them this and some man will show cock and all them thing there. And things don't make no sense.
I'm going to tell you why I have a problem with everything. I have a problem with the hair. I have a problem with the pants requirement, measurements. I have a problem with everything. I'll tell you why. When you're done, say you can hang up and make me go into it and come on and talk to the audience and tell the audience why.
Yeah, man, no problem, man.
All right.
Let me say no. As a youth, my parents are not bright parents. I'm forced to go to school. Go to school without time, lunch. You see me?
Yeah.
And when we graduate from, reach high school and graduate from high school, all of my youth, them and my niece, them and my nephew, them, me teach them.
Somebody said the bag expensive to, $75 US for the bag.
But you see where them waste money for?
Oh God, if I laugh, I'm dead.
Things don't make no sense.
Yeah, say your parents never know highly educated people, but they push education for you, right? It was a priority.
And when me get my little education, I'm ready for school, me pass it on to my niece and nephew, them and my youth, them.
Right.
Never wall in my house. The wall, papa me, the veranda. Me use it as a blackboard. And them sit down, me I teach them. So how you as a parent now, if you go see them back there sell and you go buy it and give your youth.
Give your
youth. Make no sense. I bet them go to school with you. And
then defend it. And then defend it and find a reason for justify it. That's if I tell you how far we gone.
Yeah, man, I'm saying, man, all right, I'm going to make you talk.
All right, I'm going to talk. All right, my brother. Respect, manners. And next call was coming in. I don't want the call in when me I say when me I say come, I don't want it cut. All right. 5, no call. 4, no call. 3, these are the longest seconds of your life. Man, you can't ride upon them a second. They will call you 1 minute, man, for real. 2, the seconds are slow. 1, no call. All right. Listen, for the fact that they are saying, right, that first them go after the picnic them here. Now them gone after the picnic them uniform. Them pants foot, pants too tight, this, that, and now them gone after the picnic them bag. Leave the picnic them alone, man. All these things don't have nothing to do with the picnic mind and how the child will learn and what the child can become with the mind. I have a problem with all of it. I have a problem with the hair. I have a problem with the uniform. I have a problem with the Miguel your chance. You have to go call back. Sorry. You know what? No, call me. No. When out there busy, probably on your way to work and all these things. Call back, please. Anytime you call, I'll answer. Let me not be inconsiderate. I appreciate you. I have a problem with all of it. I have a problem with all of it because maybe I'm being a bit biased. Maybe it's because of my decade worth of dedication to some form of law enforcement, military kind of life. If you see me now, of course, I'm able to live how I want to live now. I can look like this now. Next time you see me, I look like I'm reporting to duty, right? Switch up the look. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing great. I can't complain at all.
Okay, I'm gonna be quick.
All right.
Because I know you want to discuss the whole DUNCE thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I want to say. People tend to say that music does not influence how people think or how people operate. But this DUNCE BAG bit is because of music.
It is.
I'm not throwing any stones.
No, throw the stone them. Riding King started first. Valiant have it a go on now, and a lot of other artists are endorsing it.
Yes,
Right?
it is.
Right.
So we are at the fully dance culture.
Fully dance.
So it's become a glory to be done, uneducated, and to be an idiot. So they put it in the bag.
What a shame.
And the kids won the bag because that's what I was supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a fully dance person.
Fully dance. Matter of fact, fully dance is the term.
Yes, it is.
What go on, my dance, but fully dance.
Yes. And you're proud to be done.
Yeah.
And you wear it like a badge of honor.
When did we get here? What?
Oh, thank you very much.
Eh?
Okay.
All right.
This is a slippery slope to nothing. And these are the kids we are going to be old under. That's the thing.
Oh,
and that's
boy.
all I'm going to say this morning, SouFLo.
All right.
Have a blessed day.
Manners and respect.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You hear what she said? She said, these are the people that we are going to be old under. So when they fully done and just kick where you walk, so balance yourself, daddy. Yo. What happened to you? Your face mash up, so let me done, son. Me don't turn kick on my walker. Listen to me one. we have to laugh after it because we are comical. We are comical. Brethren, one time gone, it was a shame for anybody to call you dunce. It was a big insult. If the teacher say you dunce, you ball. If anybody tell your parents say you dunce, them shame. You, as dunce as you is, if you were dunce, you wouldn't actually admit say you did. You are fling 2 rocks to a dunce. Dunce was the pardon my language, but dunce was the old suck your mother. If you said dunce, you want to fight. Because nobody is owning dunce. Don't put dunce for me. Me don't want to call me anything else. Don't call me dunce. I'm not dunce. Dunce, they took dunce from back there and moved dunce, come way up at the front of the class. Fully dunce now. It's not dunce. It's fully dunce. But this book bag, this is my child going to school, first day of school, pants them press out, uniform well nice, not a crease in it, shoes new and everything, fresh haircut, and then him walk past you. First of all, the bag red, right? Big, bright red bag. You can't miss it. It'll go catch your eye. And then on the back of it, do you see how it stands out? Do you see how it stands out? That means I know something they might try and hide, Then why say, this is I am. This is me. This is, fully dunce. Me all represent this way. Let me tell you why I have a problem with the whole school regulation thing. The hair, the shoes, the socks, the this. If the teacher them say you can't wear no bobby socks, well long all the way up to your knee. You can't tuck in your pants in your socks. You can't put one pants foot higher than the other one. You can't wear certain color shoes come to school, black or brown only. Leather shoes. You can't put on this. You can't take in your pants foot and turn pencil foot. You can't wear no tight pants come to school. You can't wear no. Listen, at Knox, me used to go in a bush jacket. We used to wear a blue bush jacket when I was at Knox, and everybody took so much pride. Me and Sha'Carri was just she used to go at Rushseeds in Westmoreland. Everybody took such pride in their uniform. Your uniform represents the institution from which you are going every day to get an education. So when people used to see we down in the park, try find a bus to go home, they identified you immediately soon as they saw you as a Knox student, as a Homewood student. Yeah, they're Homewood Tech. Anytime you see the girl them jumping a man, lapping a car, and the rumor got out quick. The Homewood girl them love big man. A beer big man them the little girl they run down. And nobody wanted that kind of stuff about their school, right? Right. So you're not out a road fighting. The message is going right back to your school. If you're gonna do anything, you're doing it out of uniform. There isn't even any respect for uniform anymore. I was in the military and nobody got away. Nobody got away. I was in the infantry, which is an even more stricter part of the military. Nobody got away with anything. Everything was SOP, standard operating procedure. And they did that for a reason. That means when orders went out, we don't have to put that order out twice. We don't have to put out one version for Johnny, one version for Steve, one version for Kemisha them, one version is one order go out all the time. Things are to be done this way and this way only, and no one deviates from this way, and that is it. It is law and order. It's law and order. You have to establish that from school. Isn't school supposed to prepare our children for the world? Right. So when we start teach them now, say you can just wear your big old dunce on your back, go to school, and you can post up anything you want on social media, and you can do this and you can do that to yourself, and you can present yourself this way and represent your school that way, and nobody cares because it says nothing about how bright your mind really is. When you walk them or fling them down that slippery slope like the caller said, what you're doing is you're lying to these kids and you're making them not prepared for tomorrow. I tell my kids all the time, I say, listen, if I say 7 o'clock, I need you here 15 minutes before, right? If I say 7 o'clock, I need you here 15 minutes before. Because in the real world, when you get up, you're going to go out there and somebody is going to hire you somewhere. If you're not an entrepreneur with your own business, that's a whole nother story. Because when you're an entrepreneur with your own business, you have no work hours and you only get paid as much as you put in. And you're going to realize that you work harder for yourself than you do for somebody else. See, entrepreneurship is very hard, very, very hard work, but it's satisfying because the freedom that comes with it. A lot of people not cut out to be entrepreneurs. They prefer to be told what to do. So that is what your job does or your career field does. Monday morning, 7 a.m., you clock in. If you keep on clocking in, 7:20, 7:15, 7:13, oh, I was late, traffic was there. The first time your boss is going to say, man, she did this for a whole week straight. Hey, come in here, let's have a talk. If you keep on doing it, why are you always late? We need you here clocked in at 7. You know, the traffic is so thick, and hey, maybe you can get up an extra half hour early so you can beat that traffic. I don't know what you're gonna have to do, but this is the schedule and it's set. You keep on doing that. The next call-in you get will probably be, hey, listen, we enjoy working with you, but this is me talking to my kids. We enjoy working with you, but if you continue to do this, we're just gonna have to find somebody else who can actually meet the demands of the schedule, right? And be here on time, accommodate the demands of the schedule, be here on time. The third time you do it, I'm sorry, we're going to have to let you go. Now there you go, pounding the pavement again, looking for a new job, filling out more applications, doing the whole process because you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared. The simplest thing. So when you tell, and the same thing for the uniform, when you go to certain places and you become a part of certain things that are bigger than yourself, they're going to tell you, you can't come in here dressed like that. Matter of fact, you will know. Where y'all going to look like that? You can't show up looking like that. That's not that kind of an affair. You dress like y'all go a dance hall. This is a corporate affair. Okay, yeah, no, go change. First time you do it, everybody's going to look at you. You're going to know. You're going to feel out of place. This is how you make your children not prepared for their future, right? So I have a problem with all of it. And what it says to me is you have a problem following orders. You have a problem following directions. Some people might be offended by the word orders. I don't want nobody order me around. It's like when you're discussing marriage and the union, sanctity of marriage, and you use the word submission. Everybody is triggered. Submission? This ain't slavery days. This ain't back in my granny days. I not submit to nobody. Okay, so we're not going to use the word orders then. But it is what it is. Because when your boss says to you, I want you to here's the 10 sheets of data, and I need these entered into the system before midday today. Go. That's a friggin' order. That's an order. Okay? So yeah, go follow orders whether you like it or not. As long as you plan on growing up to be a productive, progressive citizen and you're going to have a career somewhere, you are going to have to follow orders or directions somewhere. Not only that, what about the pride? What about your self-pride? What about your pride in how you represent yourself? Eh? And that's why I see picnic get up, you know. And I see them here in Florida. It's not Jamaica alone. I see them here in Florida. I go to my kids' school early in the morning, junior high school or high school. 2 of them just start high school. I see battery rider shots. It's summer in Florida. I'm like, there's no way that girl there come at school looks up. And I watch them walk right past teachers standing out front. Teacher don't even bat an eye, no say nothing. Me mean, when we say battery rider, you know, our version of battery rider is big compared to what they wear to school here. Socks and push slippers. I told my kids, I said, don't you ever. And they said, oh, Dad, you don't have to tell us that. Coach already told us because they play sports. Coach already said they're free to do it. But if we're ever one of the kids that do it, he will make sure that he run the mess out of us and work us because it's not a good representation. I said, you see, why would your coach be telling you that even though the kids are allowed to do it, he doesn't want to see anybody on his basketball or football team doing that? Because it's how you represent yourself. Have some damn pride in yourself. Dunce, upon my back, if I go to school, you know what the funny thing is though? Remember when we used to, in a school, and we used to write on a piece of paper, dunce or kick me. And then we would get a piece of tape it to the paper, and we would go behind somebody that we don't like or somebody where we play around with and would be like, what, Georgie? You all right? And like we are licking pan him back, like, what, Georgie? You all right? And we would hope it stick, right? And then it stick. Georgie, I said, nothing, man, me good, what? And you talk to Georgie a little bit and Georgie walk off and then everybody is laughing because done stuck on him back. That used to be, and look now, instead it was a joke. We used to stick it for people back for a joke so everybody else could have laughed after you. So when time Budget said it's all upside down now, you see it. We used to stick this on their back so people could laugh at you. And when they found out it was on their back, they want to fight you. And now, them put it on them back willingly. And brag about, how much it costs or brag about what it mean. Ain't no proudness in dunce, man. I ain't no damn proudness in this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Yes, brother, I can't hear you. What going?
Hope all is well.
All right, so all is well. Hope all is well with you too.
Listen, let me tell you, SouFLo, I'm not perfect, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I make mistakes.
Yeah, for talk of, I don't know. Yesterday I was listening over to the calls that came in, and your call sounded like they really couldn't hear you because I couldn't hear you rewatching the video.
WhatsApp.
All right. Maybe it's because you either have us on Bluetooth or I'm gone. If you're calling in cut off the Bluetooth, cut off the speaker, right? And just talk directly into the phone. Then you'll come through really clear like the lady we called before, right? Yeah, we used to stick this on people back and laugh after them. You stick on him? Yes, you stick on him. See it there. Yo, it said kick me. Hey, run, go kick him. He's like, what not kick me for? It said kick me by your back. Eat that boy. Where you call me eat that boy for? The big old stick up on your back said dunce. I will put this on me. Yo, man, fuck. Now they just stick it on themselves for real and actually walk around saying dunce. Matter of fact, me not dunce, you know me. Fully dunce. Fully dunce. They even added fully to it. If I laugh, I'm dead. If I laugh, then time me up in here today. Send me go to asylum. What's up with us? That's why you see kids go out in the morning, them not brush them teeth yet, them pick up them cell phone first. When you meet them in person, the food from last night still upon them teeth. Nobody will tell them, so you have to brush your teeth before you go to bed. You got to brush your teeth in the morning when you wake up, scrape off your tongue, brush your tongue. Make sure when people see, hey, thank God for my grandparents, you know, man. Make sure when time people see you, they see a clean face. Matter nothing in your eye, a drop out of your eye, a roll down your face. Mouth bridle nothing upon your mouth corner. You know? Then I pick me up. Them just left the house anywhere. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yes, SouFlo.
Yes, brother. Yeah, you sound way better.
So, I leave high school about approximately 4 or 5 years now, or 2018. And throughout that time period, I feel like Jamaica and the students have gotten progressively worse, at least some of them, and parents in Jamaica. And I feel like each year, even before when I left high school, it got worse, you know?
From 6 years ago?
Yeah, you see morals, discipline, it's gone to the wayside. And I realized that Jamaica is a country that they fail to hold on to culture again. They fail to hold on what they pride themselves in, or what they at least used to pride themselves in. I've watched many videos on YouTube where, you know, different people visit different countries and they interact with the people, and the people pride themselves on the culture. And they normally talk about how the Western media try to influence them or try to come into the culture. And they say, listen, we're fine with people coming into the country and investing. However, we don't want them to water down our culture.
Right. We're going to preserve Jamaica it the way.
At that stage, Jamaica is at that stage in everything. Entertainment, business, every single department, SouFlo.
Infiltrated?
The music, the artists them start sing about dunceness. And guess what, SouFlo? Whenever upstanding and uplifting and sensible citizens criticize them, the valiant them, etc., try to justify it by saying, oh, it's just a little term, but we still right, we still have CXC. I know I'm not like with them entertainer SouFlo. Them know say them have influence. And them still sing the effort. SouFlo, you see students and you see teenagers SouFlo, they don't know what they're doing. I was once a teenager SouFlo. I was once influenced. SouFlo, me did grow up in a good household. I wasn't the worst, but I had outside influence because guess what? Me not go to home all the time. Me not go there on mommy and daddy all the time.
Right.
But there's influence out there, and it is upon parents to discipline children and to guide them going forward. SouFlo, why out of all the positive words you don't want to associate yourself with dunce? Why a parent would want to send them child to school with that word? And whenever the principal of Jonathan Grant speak about it, Jamaica for Justice are all these people. I have words for them, but these people, them try to justify the action of parents and these students. SouFlo, when I go to school now, you have picnic where at class time, them are going to bathroom, go bleach. Where do you think that bleaching come from? If you feel like them just get up and did go start bleach, SouFlo is the influence of the entertainers and the outside noise, you know, SouFlo.
Yeah, true.
Nobody not just get up and do stuff, so you know.
But here what? Let me tell you something, not to cut you off, but so I don't get when you don't talk, me forget everything me want to say. For one, I look at that dunce on the back, I look at them calling themselves dunce and fully dunce, I equate that to how women try to use the word bitch oh no, we've put a positive spin on it. Today we're a boss bitch. Today no, bitch is a female dog and it will never change. And you as long as you associate yourself with a female dog and you call yourself bitch, when I say the dog them, Oh, I mean, I know Clarendon me grow up there, so I see the dog them where go through the neighborhood, and all me notice that every female dog they never had one partner. Any male dog catch them a road, jump on them, ride them, whichever one breed them, she have a litter of babies and all that. So if you want to associate yourself with that, don't bother think because you're putting the word boss in front of it. Now I'm a boss bitch and me and my bitches. That's the same way I look at the word dunce. There is nothing positive about it. There's no positive spin you can put on it. It is what it is. It's a friggin' term that you should never try to associate yourself with unless something wrong with you cognitively.
In order to control the society, you know, for the SouFLo, you have to dumb the people down. And that is what is happening in Jamaica. They might dumb the people down from early. SouFLo, a couple months ago, he did a live. I don't remember what the topic was about, but it was some school-related stuff. I'm going to tell you about an artist who sing a song where the man said, remember, me never know verb from known, big done said on the school compound. And you know, SouFLo, if you don't believe me, you can go watch the video.
Wait, say that line there again.
No, watch it. I'm not tell you what I need to tell you yet. You know, say one school make the man record the effing music video in the school compound and I sing them the song there. At that me I tell you.
What you know what? Hold on. Again.
Body not SouFLo. But if video it in a school, who give them permission for that?
Boy, me not like we gone bad because forget that. Missy one a female entertainer went to the school tour and the kind of skin out dance. So me see the female entertainer go at the school go do. Me I said to myself, say, who book them to come at the school? And even if you book them to come to the school, couldn't you tell them, like, make sure you don't do this one of your song or that one of your song. Make sure you don't do this dance or that dance. Them skin out on the floor, upon the stage in the school. And the kids, them know every word to the song. And they were singing the derogatory part of the song. It's on video on YouTube. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, me understand what you say.
To say something to SouFLo, we talk about influence. As bad as people want to see the alkaline them behind the popcorn and the Vibes Cartel. And the Vibes Cartel, let me put emphasis on the Vibes Cartel. Me never want to hear Vibes Cartel come out and say, but don't, you know, the man say, school, you would pull up your pants and put it on your waist and don't bleach your face until if you go learn education and
pull up your pants and put it on your waist and tuck in your shirt and don't bleach your face.
You have them recent youth here, when 19, 18, 17, when some of them just left high school and them never have sense themselves. So whenever people try to talk to them and guide them, they don't want to listen, them disrespect the elders. And so people even try to control them because them dumb themselves.
Me see the comment sections going off, and somebody in the comment section said, well, we can't expect nothing better because nowadays most of the parents, them close to them kids' age. Like, I mean, young, and this is a problem too. Young people are having children way young, and then it plays out this way, right? You're 13 and your mom is 26 and you're you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you and your mother end up and look on the same man them down the road, you know, go at the same party a little more, you know, drink and smoke together, mother see you high, take your man, all kind of something. It's not a good look.
And let me tell you SouFLo, you've seen is believing, right? And since I've left high school, I've seen various young ladies getting pregnant. And I've had conversations with friends and them say, well, make sure do what you want to do. And you're right. But SouFLo, you see pregnancy and this type of stuff, it comes with a mentality. A lot of these females are getting pregnant and them never can take care of themselves fully.
Right.
Them never happy for themselves, much less for a baby.
Right.
And more while if the man left SouFLo, they must go fend for themselves.
And statistics has proven that majority of teenagers that get pregnant in Jamaica, the men leave. The men don't do life with the female. So a single motherhood shall go into.
It's just a one night stand or you where them feel like them fall for, and these guys tend to be older. And guess what, SouFLo? Them have an experience already, you know.
Some of them have family already.
Them have an extra already. Why these young ladies don't go through life? Save money for yourself. Figure out yourself. And at a later stage, have a child.
Proper guidance, man. Proper guidance.
A lot of people can't control themselves. And as me say, SouFlo, I'm of the age of 23. And I can tell you, influence is real.
Yes, definitely.
I've been there, SouFlo. My fall to it still. Might not be to the scale I'm used to fall to it, but it still happens, SouFlo. And it happens to all of us.
You more so more than me, but yeah.
Out. The new iPhone 15 come out yesterday. Somebody, a tech guru, I got up on YouTube, I said, buy it. And people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
It's not say them, I not say them don't want to buy it, but it's just the influence. And you have to know where you're taking SouFlo.
True.
And words of power.
True.
And may I speak from a passion, SouFlo, because I say, I just left high school about 5 years ago, so I see it SouFlo, and it has progressively got worse.
Here we are. Parents, at the end of the day, it's the parents' responsibility. I saw somebody say that in the comment section as well. This is why you have to dead there. Finish up what you said, brother. Let me talk.
SouFlo, I'm going to leave because, as me tell you,
all right.
I speak from a passionate point of view.
All right, so, brother.
Bless up.
Manners and respect here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, listen. Parents. This is why it's important for parents to be there. Because just like he keeps saying, listen. 23 years old for me. I have a child that's almost 23. So 23 years old for me is picnic. Really. Right? You can sound as all you want to, but I know what comes with being 23. I know what comes with being 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. I know what comes with being all them age group there. I know the mindset you have. A lot of us right now who are much older than 23, if we look back at what we were at 23, our mindset, half of it we laugh about. Like, yo, me did mad, me did crazy, yo, me really did things that they're gonna work, Yo, it's just a part of human development. And you go through your stages and your changes and whatever. That's why guidance is very important. Because if you can guide, them have that saying in Jamaica, like, you better bend the tree from it young. Because it's very hard to bend a big old oak tree and try to straighten that up. Yeah. So parents are very important. Hold off on the call. Parents are very important. And it is the parents' duty. Influence is always going to be around. That's why I'm the kind of person that I have to keep it 100. I don't blame entertainers. Oh, you should know that you have influence. Clean up your music. When may I clean up my music for your picnic them for? That's not what my audience is demanding. It's supply and demand. And I'm making music for adults. You as a parent have to make sure that my music don't reach your children's ears. You know what I'm saying? So parenting is what, listen, when me dear Clarendon and I grew up, one thing in the house was a radio. And the only thing me ever hear upon that the radio there is church music or cricket. Because my grandfather, they love cricket. Church music and cricket, that's it. Then the man turn off the radio. We have one TV, and the only time the TV turn on, you can watch a karate movie. When them used to talk, hi, John, I see you. The kind of old movie there, that's it. Or we used to end up watching like Oliver at Large, little skits and these things, pantomime something and them something there, and that is it. Lime Tree Lane and them sitting there, and then the TV turn off. Nowadays, your kids have this. Nobody not even sit down in the house again. Everybody gather on the couch. Let's have family moment watching TV. We did so excited when TV turned on. All we neighbor we call to come sit down now. Make sure you wash your foot them, make sure your foot them not dirty. Cause grandma no want no dirty foot pan. He said, come, TV turn on 4 o'clock. And when TV turn on, everybody bunch up on veranda, see we watch the TV. And then when we done watch the TV, that's it. TV turn off. We didn't vegetate. Go outside, go play now. So we outside, go exercise with mind, we build with own toys and all these things to show who was the most brilliant and who could add something new nobody else could add. These kind of things. Them not in that again. See them, yeah? Everybody is like this now. Who now look upon porn is on Instagram lusting all day. Because that's how social media is now. Everybody puts forth their perfection, and the body must turn the jaw this way so it look like a bit more bigger and rounder. Jesus Christ, look on a girl. Yo, man, I deal with her, see? Or the girl over there talk about, fame life look comfortable, boy. I'm have nice car. See if I think a fame car, because I'm having it in about 20 pictures, so a fame car. Ooh, watch the house here. Look on it. And they lose their mind. They lose their mind on themselves, and now everybody then wants to be this, right? Or whatever them sip on this. So nobody have no individuality anymore. Parents are very important. You have to be there now more than ever to guide your children, because it's not anybody else's responsibility. Entertainers are there to entertain. And I'm telling you right now, if an entertainer ever end up being just like you, are the people them where you used to seeing every day, you stop be entertained by them. Nobody is entertained by anything boring or anything they see every day. That's why I don't put a burden on entertainers to be like everybody else. Clean up the music, man. Do this and do that. No. We should have a balance, which means we should have the artists them that are doing clean music, and we should have the artists them that are doing dirty music. I as an adult, I can separate reality from fantasy, teach my kids to do the same, and I slide into each dimension when I feel like it. Maybe I feel like going to a dance hall to go see some girl skin out and people dress a certain way and talk a certain way and behave a certain way. Maybe I need to feel that, and I go, and then I subtract myself from it. Maybe next week I need to go into a fine dining entertainment environment, and I go, and then I subtract myself from it. It's entertainment, but these entertainers are being forced to be role models. When you hear me use the word forced to be role models, why force entertainers to be role models when parents are the ones who are supposed to be role models? If you're picnic, say, I want to be like my dad. I want to be like my mom. I look up to my dad. What woman do you look up to the most? If you ask a 12-year-old girl that, and she does not say my mother, there's a friggin' problem with our mother. If you ask a little boy that and he does not say my dad, tell me why your dad. Because he's big and strong and he's always there for me and he loves me and he takes care of us and he's dependable and he's that. And if your picnic now said that, if me ask a picnic who you look up to the most as a man, tell me. And the picnic say Valiant, my favorite artist. Or the picnic say Vibes Cartel, my favorite artist. Or the picnic say anybody in the entertainment industry, you're in trouble. If they say anything outside of you, they are you in trouble. You supposed to be them number one. After that, make sure them call somebody else name will make some sense in a life as well, right? Make them call some scientist or some one of them teacher name or something like that. But not dancehall entertainers as their number one person who they will model themselves after and they look up to the most. No, it's not supposed to be like that. Number one rapper, number one Cardi B. That's my favorite. Really? Nicki Minaj, that's my favorite. Megan Thee Stallion, that's my favorite. When the latest one them get even more crawny. Sexy Red, that's my favorite. Sexy Red. Talk about how she catch STD and she had STDs multiple times and she like it raw. And you know ain't nothing wrong with going raw. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be toxic. You supposed to be toxic in your 20s. I'm in my 20s, and you supposed to be toxic in your 20s. You know that one there? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be toxic in your 20s. She beat on our hair hot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And if I them the Sukiana, I don't have mad. I had a couple of STDs. I had a couple of STDs, but I don't like condoms though. I like it raw. This is who your kids are listening to. This is who your kids are listening to outside of you, and they're being forced this message more. Dunce, fully dunce. Anybody where I say anything that not getting them nowhere is who's getting a platform these days. Remember that. So if they're out there, they are going to be influenced by these people. You have to strike the balance. You have to make them know, say, yo, you know, so that are fake. That's not reality. And you can't live like that. That's why the other morning you hear me say, in your 20s, how about just don't be toxic ever? Don't set a time period in your life. This is actually embedded in our culture, actually. While out in your 20s, my youth, get it out of your system. Don't? Yeah. She at 24, she's supposed to, come on, a young girl, make she go live her life and do what she wants to do. that usually entails whore out yourself. Yeah. And do some despicable things that you're ashamed of. So when you hit your 30s and you meet a good man and him asks you anything about your past, you get so defensive that you have to start attack him. Oh, he insecure. He insecure. That's why he asking about my past. My past is none of your business. Yeah. Them tell you if he said that. Because what you are gonna do in your 20s that they've taught you to do is shameful. So shameful you can't talk about it when you hit in your 30s or in your 40s. You're shame. You have to start now. Now you have to try clean up your life. You have to try hide everything that you did before. And oh my God, I see him. I gotta duck this way. Enough girl have to duck, when them go certain places and man have them on them arm and they haven't told him. But why come now? Where you gone? Where you go? where you gone? Where she gone? Let me tell you where she gone. She run when she see brother come this way, cause brother have a story about her, see. Yeah, them do some things to her, see, and she was willing, she was compliant, and she was complicit. She was all in it. And now she shame like dog, and she haven't told you. So you can't go certain places with her. This is somebody you like for wife, right? You can't go certain places with her. If she there by your side, man, I laugh after on behind your back. Dog. And the man wife that you know. Yeah, yo, watch out. Let me show you something. Me, Juba, Bentley. 3 away, one time. Watch this. Yo, I'll get skin out her. Watch out. You see a part? Yo, watch you I kill him, black. I'll try nose it coming up. Are you over there like this? Proud. It's my wife. It's my Nobody know why you. Nobody know why you. You're gonna have to hide who you were before. I don't give a damn what woman wants to say. I don't care what you say. Everybody has a past, and everybody, yeah. How about we teach them from early that your past is going to come up again throughout your life, and as you get older, it comes up more and more and more and more, right? More and more and more. You go on job interview, you're in a certain career field, you try to change your life, your past are gonna get pulled forward. You'll find a relationship this is it. Your past is going to get pulled forward. Everything you do, your past is going to get pulled forward. So don't damage your damn self in your 20s about we're supposed to be toxic in our 20s. Supposed to get it out my system. Get what out your system? It's made up. That never in your system. And you put it in your mind. Somebody put it in your mind, having you thinking you're supposed to whore out yourself, dirty up your reputation, and then brush off yourself and act like nothing ever happened. It's a lie. It's a lie. That's my queen. Your queen has a velvet throat. Yeah, we know. And she's capable. Strong gal, you know. She come in like a stallion, car three away one time. That's your queen? Yeah, poor you. You don't even know so she get down like that. Cause I watch her with you, but I don't really know what to do though. Can you show me? Time she a big expert. Video out there. Yo, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family.
Good morning, family.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
All right.
But what you're talking about has so many layers. And I remember you saying that you're going to start podcasts. Would you be willing to break stuff down on your podcast?
Well, these videos we're doing now, these videos are going straight to podcast. This is podcast style recording, and YouTube has given us the selection now. They've created a space on YouTube where your podcast will go separate from all your other. So I've listed the live shows will be podcast. This will be going straight to the podcast.
The reason why I got with that.
Are you on speaker or Bluetooth or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Because you're not coming through clearly, and I want you to be heard.
All right, maybe I could distance myself. No, that's worse.
Go ahead and talk. We'll work with trying to hear you. I'll let you know if I can't hear you.
Everything you talk about has connections to the destruction of the culture. this lack of critical thinking, where the parents are not thinking about the consequences of their action, so they can't teach their children about the consequences of their action. And all of this seems to be trending out the change in Jamaica starting to what should I say, dive into processed foods about 20, 30 years ago when they look in the KFC and all these foreign entities.
Pause for a second. Pause for a second. Because I'm having a problem hearing what you're saying. I'm asking the audience, are you able to hear what she's saying?
Not clearly.
Y'all give me some feedback. I can't hear half of what you're saying.
All right. I have a couple of computers open. Maybe 5 lesson.
See, Veronica Gale says no. Missy Brom says not clearly. Audrey Wright says no. King Big says not clearly. Great. They're giving us feedback. They're not hearing you. I don't want you to waste your words.
Better now?
You sound the same.
All right. I'll try again. I'm just saying it's all connected.
All right.
Maybe I'll call back later.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Yeah. As much as I would love to continue to talk, and I don't want to cut anyone off, I need for people to sound clearly because we want to hear. We want to hear. We don't want you to waste your words saying a bunch of stuff and we can't hear you. And we just sit down here, I'll just bear the 5-10 minutes where you talk. Oh God, can't you hurry up and done chat because I can't even hear nothing what she has said. I know SouFLo don't want to be disrespectful and hang up. But hang up your phone, SouFLo. That's how a lot of you are. Like, hang up the phone, man. Can't hear her. That's Christ, make somebody else call in. But hey, our parents' responsibility, man. It is our responsibility as parents to make sure that our children can separate fantasy from reality. It is our responsibility to make sure our children know that entertainment is entertainment, real life is real life. Manners, respect, and discipline goes a long way. Preserving yourself, respecting yourself goes a long way. Certain things you do in life, you can't undo it. These things, nobody now tell them that again. Nobody now tell the little girl them close your leg no more. Don't sit down there no more. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Talk to us, though.
I've come to the conclusion that some people are just fuel for the fire. Some people are just, their fate is just to crash and burn. Because you cannot save people who don't want to be saved. And we have a lot of people who don't want to be saved. And we just have to let them go. We literally just have to let them go. And the best thing we can do is stay out of their way. Do not concede, because over time, sin become normalized. And then you start loosening up. Like, it's 2023. Maybe I'm too stiff. No. Stay firm. Keep your children away from these people. Keep your own self away from these people and the energy and their messaging, so that your subconscious mind doesn't start to normalize their filth. And if we have to live the way the Amish live, see, the Amish, then they don't care what year it is. They just cut out everybody. Yeah. If that's what we got to do, I think that's what we have to start doing.
Yes.
Because it's not registering. And I'm just at the point that it's on a genetic level. They're incapable of understanding. They're incapable of doing right. They're incapable of having logic. Something in their genes is messed up, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing I can do. They're beyond correction. Only God can save them.
I believe
Just stay out of your way while they destroy themselves.
I believe that. You know that human, you know that caring part of you, though. You go looking to save, like, boy, I know I can't save this one. But you do have a point. Some people are just, I won't use the word hopeless, but it's like they're destined to, because
they're hopeless.
If you look at things, right? Honestly, everybody can't be good and everybody can't do good.
Right.
It's just the way how how things are designed. The universe is designed. Some people came to play a part, to be an example to the rest of us of what never ever to be. These kind of things. And we who care so much run around trying to save these people. And that's the point you're making. And sometimes we just have to let their destiny be their destiny. And as it was ordained kind of thing, you know, like that's what it is. That's go down that road, you know. That's why they fight knowledge and they fight change, positive changes, and so on so much. They reject it so much because that's not what they were designed to be a part of. Yeah,
Look how many came before us.
Yeah,
the Garvey, even Bob Marley. You know what I mean? The Harriet Tubman, the Frederick Douglass. You know what I mean? Look how many came before. And look how many people were fighting them in that time. The same crash and burn mentality people who they couldn't reach.
Right.
So we are never the first. There are many who came before us who said this. Everything we're saying has already been said.
True.
The knowledge is already there. God already sent his messengers already, and they shun them, and they stone them, and then shoot them, and they break them down until they're nothing.
Yes.
We have to stay out of their way, and we have to hold firm to the way we were raised, the way our grandparents raised us. And yes, in 2023, in 2033, in 2053, we have to stay firm.
Yes.
And if we don't, then the culture is truly lost. But these people, we cannot help them. Any child have a dunce bag, your kidney should not be friends with, period.
That way.
No friendship.
That way. Yes.
Yes. Start be stush. You think you're better than me? Yes, I do. You know why? Because your mind is so scared. I can't reach you. And the only thing somebody like you gonna do is pull me down. Because you can't rise up. So one of us is gonna go in the other one direction. And if you cannot rise up, all you're gonna do is pull me down. So let me step out of your way and let destiny take its course for you, and not have you turn my destiny to something else. Because generations coming after me are depending on me to have sense and to not sabotage their future the way you are sabotaging your generation future.
Absolutely.
So yes, we're built different.
And you have to start to separate.
And let the people them just crash and burn, cut and clear, and we start fresh when them gone.
Damn. Yes, what's up? Yes, that's absolutely. It. Profound. Yep. Profound. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Profound. So that's what it comes down to, right? I couldn't have said it any better. We might have to move on to our next topic because I should just kill that. I couldn't have said it any better. There's a time to separate. There's a time to separate. We have to. We probably gonna have to start acting like we're a part of certain people. Like when you see them, it's like, no, they're different. You know, we're from the same place or country, but we're not the same. They're different. Them stay over there, so I'm over here. I'm not working with what they're working with. And you recognize them that's what they are, and you leave them to be just that they are. Some people are happy in filth. You know, some people are happy being lost. Knowledge is right in front of them to come out of the darkness and not be lost anymore. And they refuse it. They refuse it because it's not a part of them. They refuse it because they don't want it. They are comfortable with what they know and how they are. And it looked bad from us on the outside looking in. Why would you send your kid to school with the big old word dunce? Somebody said I went and looked up the word in the dictionary, and this is what it says. Listen, we've known since we were kids that's what it says. Live through Erica TV says I went and looked up the word in the dictionary, and it says someone who is unintelligent, slow to learn, and you put that big old word on the back of your child off to school and brag that the bag costs 75 US and all. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's right. I have to leave you all alone. And guess what? When I come pick up my kid from school, I watch everything. I make sure I go into my kid's school. I'm finding some way, somewhere to make sure, book an appointment with a teacher, something, do my walkthrough. I want to see. I want to catch my kids around their friends. Let me see who they hang out with. Let me see how these kids conduct themselves, because your kids' company is going to tell you a lot. Even if you don't catch them doing things, you don't catch them a broke no window, fight nobody. but you caught how they came to school this morning and what is okay for their parents. And from you see him jump out of him parents' car or walk come in with the big dunce bag on him back, you're supposed to pull your child aside and say, listen, you hang around with John all the time? Yeah, mommy, it's my friend. Hear me and hear me clearly. Ask John about his book bag, what him think about it. Find some kind of discourse. Don't just try to separate them, right? Ask him and see what him think about it. Because you might be surprised in opening up dialogue. Your child might say to you, well, me think him like it, because actually is him favorite bag and him have one next black one, but him never really bring the black one to school. And me like it too. Now you're in your child's head. You like it too? Do you know what the word on the back of the bag means, Dion? No, mommy? Dion, you're 9 years old. You know what the word dunce mean? Well, not really. Okay, let's go through the definition of the word dunce. Okay? And then this is how you get to your kid. And then you tell your child, like, what's his behavior like in school and all these other things, and try to separate yourself. And then you go, listen, may I put my foot down? That is not your friend anymore. I've done it. You no longer hang around these two. If I hear that you're hanging around them again, matter of fact, I'm going to tell your teacher to tell me who you hang around from now on. If I hear that you're still, just did that not too long ago with my daughter. My daughter has a bestie. She and I like a best friend, been friends forever, right? She and I like a best friend, stop hanging around with each other. Now, when I go pull up to her school through the car loop, principal knock my car window. Principal run up to my car window and knock my car window. I'm like, wind down the window. Hi, I'm Principal so-and-so. I just have to tell you that I don't want you to take this the wrong way. She'll try button smooth it over while she'll tell me, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but your little princess here, she's been getting in a lot of trouble lately. She's been hanging out with these two girls. It's not really her, because she's really, we love her here. She's full of manners and respect and everything, but this is a diversion for her. We have these two little girls that, I said two little girls. She don't hang around with no two little girls that I know about. So I was like, yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you for telling me. And she was like, we're going to take care of it. We're going to take care of it. So I drive off. As soon as I drive off, we just stare her down the whole time. I stared her down for like a whole 10 blocks till she couldn't even look at me no more. She hold her head down like this. And then next time, she hold up her head, tears. And I never said a word yet. When I said my words, I said, who are these two little girls that they're talking about? She said the two names. I said, you don't speak to them. You don't hang around them. You and them have nothing at all. As a matter of fact, I will tell your teacher tomorrow to move you to a different side of that classroom and make sure you never speak or interact with those two girls. And if I ever hear that you did, she never talked to the two girls again. They don't hang out. They don't speak. They don't do anything. And my daughter, back to honor roll, back to being bubbly, whatever she is, respectful in school, all that other stuff. Of course, as a little girl, she reached the age now where she got her own little mind, so she's a bit sassy and everything like that, which that's normal, growth development. But to be getting in trouble in school and I come embarrass me to a teacher, I run down my car, I knock off my car glass, hey, as I'm driving off, I need to speak to you for a minute. Don't embarrass me like that. We have to let our children know this, that I'm friggin' embarrassed. You have to show it sometime. You embarrass me. I'm ashamed. I am ashamed. Yeah, you got to let them know that. You can't be a parent that, but, oh, yeah, okay, well, we'll handle it. Oh, my God, nigga, don't do that again. No, I'm shouting. You embarrass me. I am embarrassed. You got your principal running after my car, knocking on my glass. Do you see the principal? I mean, listen up. Do you see that woman running after anybody else's car, knocking on their glass? Do you see her? What does that mean to you? What does that tell you? There are other kids in your class. I bet she didn't give the same report to their parents today when they came to pick their kids up. What does that tell you? Yeah, man. So you have to talk to them like that and be there like that, and sometimes you have to go into a deeper character. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Enough of the dunce bag talk. But me now put that pan on my picking them. And the parent that puts it on their children and try to justify it, enough said. We don't have to beat this down no more. You know exactly what kind of parents those are. Them they're the parents who watch them pick the commit murder and act like them never see nothing. Hide them, wash off the blood, and then come sit down. So, my baby, yeah, those kind of parents. Watch their child go all the way down the slope. And they could have saved them from level 4, 3, 2, crash and burn. And then it's, oh, God have mercy, Lord. No, me I catch mine from right at the, as it nip it in the bud as it, anything out of line. Don't come out here and embarrass me. When you leave my house, you represent me. When you leave our house, you represent your whole family. When people laugh at you because you want to go out there and act a jackass, they don't laugh at you alone. They laugh at all of us. This is a collective thing. It's like your whole family co-signed you and put you out in public, and you are embarrassing us. Yeah, put that weight on their shoulder. They did it to us when we were growing up. When me did I grow up and them catch me out the road, I go and tell Mas Clevie and Miss Ruby, oh, me shotgun like you see, but you ever see mongoose when mongoose are cut through banana walk, and me that I go and tell Miss Ruby. Our people used to say, you embarrass your family, youth. I used to be shame. You know, go on road, go do nothing for embarrass your family. Girls ain't going to road, out the road, go take man. So everybody can talk about your whoring daughter and your little whoring granddaughter and shame the whole family. Brother get shame. Your sister whore, my youth. Everybody around here touch that. Everybody around here get a ride off like community bicycle. Brother get shame. Mother get shame. Father get worse shame. Grandparents get shame. I guess shame gone now. I guess shame gone now, or they want us to believe that shame gone now. Boy, we can do better here, sir. But like the sister said, that just call. We're just gonna have to leave because we can't save everybody. So we're gonna have to leave those who don't want to be saved, right? Some people don't want to be saved, so we just left them, let them crash, let them burn, and we use them as an example of what never, ever, ever to be. That's it. That's it. With that said, let me move on to our next topic. We've been on this one for a while. Hold on there. Let me go through some of them comments here with respect to this family right here. Vicky said, Vicky has something else. Vicky be saying some stuff sometimes. When y'all see me laughing, sometimes I'm pointing at the screen, even though somebody is talking, because something where Vicky said on the screen most of the time. I mean, I can't respond while the person I talk. Don't want to cut them off. But all right, so Vicky said 90% slide gone down the gully. Wash well with the gully water. Like when the gully come down. Yeah, gone. But it's human nature to learn to try to care. But we learn now, so boy, we can't just care for everyone anybody can. And not everyone anybody is gonna walk this route, you know? The Buffalo Soldieress says, good saying and speech, caller lady. We spend too much time trying to save others are included in we just because we live, play where we live and play. Live through Erica TV said, I have 3 girls and I used to show up at school on surprise visits. You have to do that. Just show up. Show up. Let me tell you what my mom used to do. Quick story. I got school, right? And my mother used to dress me. Me at 13 and 12, you know. And I'm trying to dress myself. This woman trying to dress me. And she could buy these kind of flowers shirt. And some jeans with it too tight. And some cowboy boot or some big construction boot. Because my mother used to say, them boot here well stitched. That means I'm not have to buy no shoes for you, no time soon. So they put me in some big tough boot. And that wasn't the fashion that was wearing. Back then, people were wearing track suits and sneakers, Nike sneakers and stuff like that. I wanted to be that, and I couldn't because she couldn't afford all that. Anyway, the hairstyles and stuff even, she didn't want me to get them. Clean, low haircut, that's it, plain. No whole heap of dye and color, this and that. So me used to have an extra set of clothes. And I'll put my extra set of clothes in my bag. And I'll put my hair dye in my bag. But my hair dye was temporary. So when me reached school, it was a whole transformation. Don't worry, this only happened like 1 month. And then it quickly crashed. Whole transformation, me going in the bathroom, go transfer. Me change out, put on my whole new outfit. I'm in my tracksuit. I'm in my Nike shoes that I drew the Nike sign on because we still couldn't afford real Nike shoes back then. And my hair, me comb up the top of my hair because she made me grow my hair this time. So it was just going to be a high top, right? But my high top is one side high and one side low. So me comb it up in the bathroom, pat down that side there, spray in my color. So a new person they're schooling, they're school with half of my head blonde and the other half of my head black. In a totally different clothes. My mother never sent me go to school, Nothing happened but one day. My mom, I used to stop at this park next to my house before I got home. And I'm over there at the park. Then I play basketball. Who missed pull up? My mother wasn't due to come home until hours later. She cut work early today. I said, make she follow my route. And she followed my route. I don't know how many times she's done this, but today she caught me at the park. Then I'm going to hear somebody say, hey, ain't that your mom? I said, no, my mom at work. I'm here. Dana! I said, Jesus Christ. Christ, see me? What see me? When me here, one side blonde, I'm in a totally close. I know somebody send you go to school this morning. Come in the car. Run over there. Yes, mommy, me jump in that car. She looked back for me. She said, when I reach home, I'm going to kill you with lick. I said, Jaja. You said, me reach home. She said, go get her scissors. I said, go get, I'll never forget. She said, go get her scissors now. I said, I don't know which part the scissors there. She said, don't make me find it, So I go get the scissors. I'll carry the scissors, go get her. The woman start juke after my head tap like this. Mad, somebody. My mother start juke after my head tap like this with the scissors. You want to see me? Because me no know, me confused. Is she trying to juke me in my face or she try cut me hair or what? So she tell me if it wear me hair. What she was trying to do was cut my hair. So move your hand. Juke my hand, I put my hand up like this. I try to cover my head. She juke my hand. So I move my hand. She walk the scissors right through the middle of my head. Yeah. All part my head like the Red Sea. Listen, me look like one senior citizen. Here over here, saw a clown. Here you saw, and nothing in there, so go right back. All right, and she said, come out of my sight. When time, now me a fret, because me I said to myself, say, so me have to go to school tomorrow? Jesus Christ, man. My uncle come over and my uncle say, what you do to the boy head? And she start explaining to him. Me catch him today down at the park. I know some send him go to school this morning. Totally, I don't even know where him get them clothes there from. Totally different outfit. I want to tell you, say, I want apartment building me going on, and people did that do laundry. And me go up at the top floor. And me open up the laundry, sitting. And me see some outfit in the people laundry. And me say, yo, this can fit me, I shake up people them laundry. Me hurry up and wrap it up and run. I teeth people them clothes, And I wear teeth clothes go to school. Now, imagine if my mom was the kind of person that was never on top of all of that and probably would have done some big teeth, right? I told you all about the time where I came to America and stole the candy bar and I did so afraid to walk out the store with it. Me strip it out of the pocket and put the raw candy bar in my pocket. Walk around the store so much till me sweat and the candy bar and melt. And me scrape out the candy bar out of my pocket and throw it in a back shelf and run out of the people in store. Yeah. So this is one thieving incident. So she walked that scissor right through the middle of my head. Hey boy, my uncle said, me can't go get a real haircut because we can't send him go to school like that tomorrow. She said, carry him go on, make sure him cut off the whole light. So and him couldn't do nothing else. They gave me a really, really low fade, and it's the first time them put some design in the side of my head. And me say, you know what? This not look too bad. So me I go work with this. But it's not like I had a choice. My uncle, he feels so bad. He make them put a little design on the side, right? But that's to show you how parents need to stand up because your child is always looking for something to get into them, always slipping. My youth, them tell me already. I said, I'll keep up with y'all online. I'm on every app. Them laugh after me. Dad, you can't keep up. Told me to my face, you can't keep up. I said, what you mean I can't keep up? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I'm there. This is before TikTok, right? No, TikTok was out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I'm there. TikTok, I don't even really mess with it, but I'll get into it. Hear them. Tell us some more apps that you know. I said, those are the apps. Facebook, them laugh again. Okay, Dad. Okay. Wow. So you have to dip on top of your picnic them here. All right. Moving right along. Zurich Diamond League. I'm just gonna run down my list. Zurich Diamond League. My favorite. Eline is on her way back. Yes. This is a bittersweet thing for me to watch Eline get beaten like this by Sha'Carri. You know, there was this look on Eline's face when she lost that race to Sha'Carri, the 100-meter, which is her baby. And she is the fastest woman alive because she still holds the world record in the Olympics, but the real world record is by Flojo, which has never been broken for the 100-meter, and Eline Thompson Herah is the closest to it alive. So she's the fastest woman alive, but she still get beat by Sha'Carri Richardson. Watching that look on Eline's face, boy, I feel hurt for her because, you know, she's coming back. She's coming back. But it's a bittersweet thing because I realize that, you know, in track and field, there are no excuses. In sports, there are no excuses. Nobody wants you on the field half-ass, and then when you lose, you have an excuse. Oh, me lose because one of my hand them did broke. That's why you were able to box me better. Or me lose because my foot didn't hurt me, but me run anyway. Nobody no want to hear that. So we take that gracefully, you know, and again, this is the year of Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson really came out this year. She beat Eline Thompson Herah. She beat Sha'Carri Richardson. She beat Sherika Jackson. She beat everybody else. All our sprint queens have been beaten by this one young lady. We humbly, we're going to take that. But I just hope she come back sometime soon. If you don't know it, I don't know if it's because some people say, oh, because she have whole heap of tattoo. I see you have whole heap of tattoo too. Why you feel like you're endeared to her. No, I'm endeared to Eline Thompson Herah because I notice how the Jamaica media treat her. Right. I've always seen it. The Jamaica media altogether, them treat Eline like she don't deserve respect. They treat her like, you know how parents treat that one unruly, disrespectful picnic where them a beat it out of you? That's how they treat her. I think it's because she has earned her place to where them can't really buff her, them can't tell her nothing. And she probably flexes her powers in some kind of way. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not bound down to that. I'm not, no, whatever. A bit of a diva, maybe. That kind of, I don't know, but they always portray her like, Missy, Olympics happened already. I Missy Eline wash up the 200. Is it 200? Wash up the 100. Set world record or Olympic record. And I go to Jamaica News and they're talking about Sha'Carri Richardson. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Y'all love Sha'Carri and so do we. But did y'all see what Eline just did? She just unified the 100 and the 200 at the Olympics. Gold medal, back to gold medal, right? World record, our Olympic record. Nobody in the history of the Olympics has ever ran faster in the Olympics than her. And y'all over here talking about Sha'Carri Richardson and how much years she has given us. And Mommy Rocket has just had a baby and she is still at it. And I'm like, yo, that no respect for her. And ever since then, I guess it was the underdog spirit. And ever since then, I was like, you know what? She a my girl. She me like. And of course, me like her because of the tattoo them and she's a bit out the way. She's kind of unruly to some sense, or an individual that is not easily intimidated by stuff what others are going to say about her. She just stay focused and get her stuff done, right? And I like that about people who can do that. Don't care what people say about you. Stay focused, get your stuff done, prove them wrong, and make the same people who say nay and boo say yay and ray. So that's Eline Thompson for me. And I hope she come back sometime soon. It was painful watching her lose this 100 at Zurich, though, Diamond League. Because if you remember, last year, she was the Diamond League queen, right? Right. But that's life. You're up today, down tomorrow, rise again. 7-time rise, 7-time fall, so them say. 7-time fall, 7-time rise. She'll be back. And when she's back and she's 100, then we want to see who can hold that. That's all. Spice. Moving on. Spice, dancehall queen Spice, released a picture. And the picture is of her tummy. Remember, she got through her like a health scare thing the other day. We have to talk about this for a little bit. Ladies, let me say this again. There ain't one real man out here that actually is going to really love you and want to do life with you, that would want you to... Listen to me, you know. I want man to tell you this. There's not one real man out here that will love you, genuinely love you, want to do life with you. This is my person. I'll go through hell and high water with this person for this person. That kind of man will never, ever want you to go, you need to get an injection in your body or an implant. Your breast them not big enough. You need go back to the doctor and make them chop and cut and square you and put in some bigger breasts, and your belly I get too big. We need to suck out all of the fat in there so and do some kind of procedure and put it somewhere else. And never. So if any of you ever feel like, oh, this is for my man, and I know he doesn't like looking at my belly and stuff, so I gotta do this and do this to myself, you're not doing it for him. If it's a man who really truly love you and check for you, ask him. I guarantee you. Ask any man in this room right now if them want them wife or them bona fide woman to go under any kind of procedure to get anything done to our body. And they will tell you no. They will straight up tell you no. And if you look upon some of them, yep, you might call her roly-poly. You might say she have this and that and stretch mark and this and also a human body still. I saw it's supposed to tan. If him can't rub on the little belly when it get little big, you have babies, you have a fupa. We learned that word from Sha'Carri. Fupa, you know what the hell it means. But if him can't rub on the little fupa, I feel like, oh my God, this is where my kids came from. Like, yo, look how the universe works so great. Look how God works. Like, my baby's developed in this same belly also, right? Them not in there no more. The belly don't look the same no more. She had almost a 6-pack. Belly did flat. Could have bunks penny off it when he did first meet her. Don't look like that no more. Sir, you don't look like that no more either. Right. And people know that. And they move on with life. Right? Right. So stop killing off on yourself, because it seems like it's black women. All right, I'm find it. While I'm talking, my finger was scrolling. I found it. It seems like it's black women that are dying the most from these surgeries. And again, me a big man, I've been here a while. I remember when you were the prototype. Them used to say, oh, look at her lips. She got some big ass lips. Try to make you feel bad, right? Next thing we hear from the show, them have lip injection and go on over there. So for all the people them where they never have no big thick lips. So while they're trying to make you feel like you look ugly with it, them I try get it. Damn, she got a big old ass. She needs to hit the gym. It doesn't look right. And while they're doing that, I heard about ass implants, silicone ass implants, and butt injections, right? You were the prototype. You're who they were trying to be. And I say they meaning everybody else outside of you, right? You are the prototype. But here's the thing. Here's what happened. When the rest of the world decided, okay, we could get all that, and they started getting it, so now they start looking like how you look, you felt the need to go bigger. Yeah, you ever see some of these black women with their body augmentations? It looks ridiculous. The ass don't look right at all. I'm wondering sometimes, can she actually clean that properly? Then worse, them have some big long fingernail with it, and the big old rat batty eyelash them, and them have to look around the sun and then use them the long fingernail if you go in the sun. How it work? You can't see, you're aiming, but you juke up yourself. Like, me don't know how they make it work, but it tells me hygiene can't be too good. Me's a man like my knead up dumpling. Banana come in at the house, you have to go peel them. Potato peel, these kind of things. Season up my meat properly. You can't do them something there with them kind of fingernail there and them kind of, I don't know. It's just not appealing to any real man. And I'm trying to tell you this. No real man want you like that. None. None. But the crazy thing is, the more real men say, we don't want you like that, is the more sisters go harder for that. Is the more they go harder for that. I heard him. I heard what he's saying. He don't want it, but I'm doing it for me. Really? You sure you doing that for you? There was a teacher who went down to the Dominican Republic to get hers done. I covered her story sometime last year. Her husband begged her. He begged her. Matter of fact, he said it was in a text message because he was at work. And she says, babe, I decided that I'm going to go through with it. I even booked my tickets and set up my appointments already and everything. His last text message was, if you feel that's what you need to do and that's all that's going to make you happy, then I guess I have no choice but to go along with it. But I'm going to tell you one last time that I don't think you need anything done. You're perfect the way you are. I love every part and square inch of you, blah, blah, blah. She still went and she died. And they showed the text message, which I used in my video. So not even our husband, and they had been married for over 20-something years. A big woman, right? So not even your husband of over 20-something years could not get you to change your mind. This is the man that's been looking at your same body for 20-something years and still finds it beautiful. Still find it sexy and adorable. I was so mad when I saw it, and when I got into the details of how long they've been together, I got disrespectful. I was like, she was probably cheating on you. She was probably doing that for her side man. Her side man, I look on her like, say, and she caught that look, and she like, okay, he probably thinks something of my belly. My husband don't. Well, of course he don't. I take him for granted. He's been there like 20-something years. He's always going to say I look good. Even when I look like crap, he's still going to say I look good. The side man, I said no look good. So I fix it for the side man and you end up dead. Don't know what I hear about I'm doing it for me. No, you're doing it for somebody. Well, SouFlo, I think they do it to compete with other women. Nah, that ain't the end of the day prize. The end of the day prize is the amount of attention the other women get. Right. And they want that much attention for themselves as well. They want to be recognized the same as well. So we try to hide these things under. I end up a kill off on yourself, man. Come on, man. Check it. This is Spice video. And it's not a video. I'll try to make it. I don't know my phone screen crack up, but I'm not the kind to run down the latest iPhone and all these things because I have a whole heap of picnic to take care of. And these are the least. But you know, it's time to get a new phone because it's a phone that I keep on having to hold up to the screen. So on the sake of you guys seeing something clearly, let's see if we can make you see it. 1, 2, 3, go. Look closely. You see it? Straight up the middle. Y'all see it? See it? And you know, she didn't show all of it, right? And I guess she had one of our songs I play, well, I give thanks to the Most High God. And there's like 330 something comments over here already. Dior Zaire is the one that has it on Instagram. If you go over to Dior Zaire You can go subscribe, follow, tell him SouFlo sent you, but check out the pictures. He always carries stuff that you can look on, stuff that I don't get until I go slide by them for them page and see it. And that's not all the scar you're seeing. You're only seeing a piece of it, because trust me, if she pulled down that blue bottom, I know exactly what that scar looked like. That scar cut right across, like down that way there on both sides. Like they cut you like this on both sides and right up the middle. Fold you open like that. So that time botched up badly. Well, remember she said she had some infection or something like that. Was it I forgot what she said. I don't want to say the wrong things, because we can always go visit the video when the information was current, when I was giving it to you exactly how it was given to us from credible sources, including her. She said it wasn't that, but it was one of them situations there, and something lead to something. Botch body. Hey. She have a story to tell. Sepsis. Right. Somebody said sepsis. But sepsis sets in from something else happening. You don't just wake up septic. Something happened that caused sepsis, right? So I'm not discussing her medical condition and what happened in details. I'm just saying stay as far away as you can, man, from these things. Because when you have to get butchered and botched in order to survive, and then you live with all that, you're going to be looking at yourself every day like you were perfect before. Remember I told y'all, I take pictures of myself, right? And then I look back. And say, for instance, 2 years ago, I'm like, yo, I need to lose some weight. I need for this, that, and the other. 2 years pass, and I look back 2 years, and I'm like, damn, I was in good shape. So we're always looking at ourselves. We are, as humans, always I look upon ourselves like we're not enough. Right now, me not look good enough. Right now, me need to be doing more. Right now, I could be doing this. And I keep on pushing this message. Life is about phases, about stages. Yeah, and phases too. Stages and phases. Love yourself through every stage and every phase. One time I did slim, next time I get like a weight upon me. You know, stuff was going on in life. I had to deal with it. After that, I get back to it. I got back to my eating properly and exercising. I lose back the weight. I get back looking like the way I wanted to look. And then we did look like this. And one time, all of the hair upon my face did black. And now me have a gray beard. You don't have to scrape off the whole of your beard. You don't have to make sure you dye every 2 days because you hide gray. Everybody knows that you're a big man. You're supposed to have some gray, right? Everybody know you're a big woman. If you hate your gray, then I have to cover up my real hair, because I never born with what me call pretty hair or coolie hair or straight hair. Or man, listen, love yourself. Love yourself just the way that God created you. You are a one of a kind. No, there are no others like you on the face of this earth. How much billion people there? And life is happening, Angel D. Absolutely. So you're going to go through the changes. So you have to love yourself through all these changes, all these different phases and stages. Love yourself every bit of the way. And you won't feel like you need to ever jump on nobody's table and say, unconscious me, and cut this and put this here and move this, go around this one, put that there. If real self-love is actually there, right? May I show it to you one more time? Let this be a lesson. I don't know if she will call me and say, take down a picture of who give you that or nothing like that. But if she do, I will let you know. I don't know why it was brought to my attention that you see it. All right. Let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson. Anyhow, with that said, we talked about the dunce bag already. We talked about, let's get into this story. Let me see, I have 15 minutes. So, the story about, all when we start early, we still don't have enough time. That's crazy. I'll try to start early again tomorrow morning. But listen, let me run through the story quickly. I like to make sure that stories turn out the way how it should be, so we don't spread false information. Yesterday, somebody got on the channel and said, why do you always go on social media and tell lies? Jamaica did not deport the Haitians that just came. You know, some is a person that always cite my sources. So when you go get misinformed somewhere else, please don't come over here and fight me, because I go off factual information. If I don't have it, I don't speak on it until I get it. I might go out of my way sometimes, but I'll tell you when I'm giving my personal opinion versus factual opinion or factual information. See, it was the same damn Haitians that just came to Jamaica that they turned around, and in less than 23 hours, 24 hours, those Haitians were deported. You know, if you take my information feed, go look it up. It is printed just like that. And I showed you all the places I got it from in major news network out of Jamaica. The other Haitians that were there from before, they're still there. The first group of Haitians that came, they're still in Jamaica, and they are being processed. And the headline actually said they're trying to decide if they want to charge them for illegal entry and deport them, or if they want to grant them asylum. That's the first group. The group that came recently, they got turned around and got sent right back. Just to clear that up. In this story now about the lady that killed her husband because he was writing the will and he didn't put her in the will. Well, I had the privilege of talking to a family member who is very close to that situation, and that person is actually a member here of this channel as well. So when I talked to her yesterday, I was like, damn. You know, people always say, SouFlo, I've been watching you for years, and I watch you cover all of these kinds of stories, and I never thought that you would be covering a story about my family or any of my close family members, right? No, maybe the first group are teachers. HLD, because Jamaica shot a teacher. Hey, just use the Haitians that just came in. They'll work for stay, no pay. I don't know. Anyhow, it's not true. She said that it's not true. The story about her killing her husband because of not putting her in the will is not true. The notes I took while she was speaking, and this is why I like when people are going to tell me a story, them record it and send it. But since she called and I answered the phone, we spoke. And while she was speaking, I was taking notes. So walk with me notes. It's going to be all over the place. I'll run through it quickly, but I'll try to gather it back for you if it makes sense. What I learned is that, for one, they were married for 50 years. How do you beat your husband to death and mutilate him when you were married for 50 years? Big grown people. The woman was in New York for 40 plus years. And he was a pastor and he was a farmer. And he was in Jamaica all those years. He traveled frequently, but he never resided in the US for any long period of time. His wife had a good career as a nurse in the US, so she stayed in the US. So I asked, I said, so that means that them live apart for all those years? And they said, yes, they lived apart for all those years. Right. The wifey started losing her mind while she was in the US. Remember, I know, husband live at Jamaica, I know, him having female life at Guan. He was a very successful commercial farmer. So when you hear them describe them as two farmers, I was told that she was never a farmer. He was the farmer, and he was a very successful commercial farmer. He was, so it wasn't like, no, oh, man get killed on him farm around the sun. You think in your mind, I want a little farm around a back. That's all. No, he was a very successful commercial farmer, dairy farmer, and all other kinds of other stuff he farmed. His wife started losing her mind in the US. I think that is when she decided she wanted to retire, because she started running into difficulties at work, right? It started becoming more apparent that she was going off the rockers. Husband lived in Jamaica, wife in the US. She wanted to live in the US. She wanted to live in the US. That's why they kept it that way. She had a nice career there. She was no farmer. He was a businessman / farmer, and a damn good father and an upstanding citizen in the community. Very soft-spoken individual. I was told that this man didn't even eat meat. He was not a meat eater, but he would slaughter animals off his farm and feed everybody else that was around. just to make sure that others had stuff to eat. That's how the kind of person he is. Very soft-spoken kind of guy, and would never put his hands on his wife. Remember, I know the story in the newspaper said he slapped her in her face, and that's why she defended herself with the hammer. But we have to ask, where does that story came from? The story came from the same woman who has issues mentally. The woman lost her mind in the US and got sent to Jamaica. Because who are going to take care of her up here? Right? So the father said, which is the husband, said, send her come. Right? Make sure come home. Good, kind-hearted, loving, caring guy. Have 2 of his children are doctors. Remember the caller from yesterday that said, SouFlo, I know the family there. Them have 2 doctors in the family and all these things. He was right. He was right. So obviously he knows them, right? The dad knew that she was crazy. And he loved and cared for her anyways. And it was draining for him to love and care for her because she had these delusions. She was always hallucinating and making stuff up. I was told she would go outside and tell the neighbors, look how I mash up my face. Look how I cut up my skin. And there was nothing on her. Nothing on her. If somebody come to you and say, look how I mash up my face, and I'm looking at your face, I may not even see that one scratch on it. Very telling. Right? So she was a person that used to walk and make trouble. I was even told that she mashed up some close relationship in the family by accusing somebody of sexually molesting a child when they never did. And it was all a part of her brain. She was delusional. She thought her husband was going to harm her. No proof was ever found throughout the years of him ever harming her. She thought he was going to harm her. Hear this. He had a dairy farm. He was discussing one day how to give the cow them injections, right? To give them, cause you have to take care of your animals, just have them and grow them. So how to give them their medicine and stuff. She now sit down in our next part, she eavesdrop, and she hear giving them injections, and she run before them catch her. What she cooked up in her mind was, he might kill me, He might plan to give me injection, to kill me, poison me with injection. So it looked like she started plotting against him. It's nothing about a will, because their will was made up long time ago. And the will was updated, yes, but it wasn't about the will at all. This is some kind of a paranoid schizophrenia kind of behavior. They always thought that she would be a danger, maybe to herself, but never to anybody else, because she never exuded, she never showed this kind of like she wanted to kill nobody before. Right. From what I got, they feel like she calculatingly planned this, but some people are going to say she's not crazy because she planned this. But you got to understand that you can be crazy and you can plan stuff, and you can plan it from a paranoid mind state. I feel like they're going to kill me. I feel like somebody's going to do something to me. I have to stab him up now. Because if I stab him up now, if I don't stab him up now, he's going to kill me. People have these overpowering voices in their head sometimes, and they carry out the act. Fully committed, thinking it's self-defense. And the person beside them never had no intentions of hurting them. This is real. It happens all the time, right? I was told that even though she's 73, if you see her, you wouldn't be able to tell. So the perception through media is that she's an old lady who's frail and fragile. And I was told that no, the whole family is a family of tall and big people. And she is tall and big as well. And she is strapped in and strong. She big and strong. One hit with the hammer, mash out his head. And then she stab up his face. And then she stab up his head. She stab up his chest. She stood over him and did all that. As far as it was described, there was a huge hole in his head and him face did mash up and him head mash out. After she did that, she changed her clothes. She bathed, changed, left, and went to the neighbors and just sit down on the neighbor veranda. She locked up the place and left. 33 stabs. What they discovered was that she had taken over the house. She took the master bedroom. Him did have to go sleep somewhere else. She would terrorize him on a daily basis. He used to have to go up to his dairy farm or go sit down outside under a tree somewhere or something. Somebody came to the house, was looking for him. I think it was their uncle. Came to the house, was looking for him. Didn't see him, thought, this is weird. This time of the day, we're supposed to meet up and blah, blah, blah. The Magaros and look through window and call name and these things, right? They saw her over by the neighbors. They went over to her and asked her, where is, I have his name here, but them asked for him. She said, well, me hit him in the head with a hammer, you know. And but he was up there on the phone with his son. So he's up there helping him right now. Nothing go so. She bludgeoned him and left him in a pool of blood. Lock up the house and go sit down on the neighbor veranda. Right. This turns sad. The part where she is locked up now in Jamaica, and the kids, that man's children, are taking care of her in lockup. You know, I said to one of them yesterday, I said, you know, no good, because we couldn't. Yes, we cook and carry our food, go give her and all this, and to show you how gone she is here, cook rice and chicken and carry go give her and all these things. Here are, I'm tired of this, man. I don't want no rice and chicken no more. I want something else. Pick some fruits and carry come give me. Bring something else, come give me. Some guava, some grapefruit. I'm tired of this chicken and rice. Like she is totally oblivious or disconnected to what the hell she just did. And I lock up she in her. I asked, how did she manage to beat him like that and do all that? He was attacked in his sleep. In his sleep. They said that this man was too godly. He was a God-fearing man. Everything about him was about God, and God will provide and God will take care of it. His children are like, yo, my dad would give away our stuff. And I said, Daddy, when me I go get, and him said, God will provide. You know, it's like saying we're lucky. We have. Them don't have nothing. Give to them. God will provide for us. We always taken care of. You know, put your trust in God, stand firm in life, be good. This kind of stuff, that's the kind of guy he was. Too godly, too loving, too caring, gone too soon. I asked what is going to happen to her now, and I was told that she won't get bail, or they're working on her not getting bail, except under the conditions that she is released to a mental facility. The people in the area can vouch for this man. He's a well-known guy. A lot of people vouch for him. The whole community is upset. They never thought this could happen to somebody like him. He helped a lot of people. And he was never the type to raise his hand at his wife. So it is in her crazy mind that when the police ask her, JCF arresting officers ask her, what happened? Why you do your husband like this? She talked about will. And him write me out at will. And him slapped me in my face. And I had to defend myself. The sad part ended like this. She said Thursday, he was, watch these chain of events, right? Apparently she was on some medication, or she was supposed to go get her medication, and she was doing okay. She did stop take her medication as far as I was told, and she started to stop taking the injections. She started taking the pills. She stopped taking the pills. She was off her medication altogether. Behavior started to become erratic again. He was supposed to go take her on Thursday to go get her injection. The car broke down, so he couldn't take her. Friday, she killed him. He was supposed to take her on Thursday to go get her medication. This was somebody that obviously needed to be on that medication, because Thursday come, the day to go get it, the car breakdown, we delayed it, says, fix the car today, see if we can go tomorrow. Dead. Yeah. So that's the story behind it. And the family is wondering why they put a story out like that. But, you know, they asked, and she gave an account, and that was the account that she gave. Set your prayers up for that family, man. Because as far as I heard the description of how he was done, it was horrible. It was horrible. And to be such a good man, highly respected, not just by his children, but by his entire community, everybody who knew him. Nobody know nothing bad to say about him. It tells a lot. Two things before we go, and we're not going to discuss these in details. Mental health is serious within our community, and we still continue to this day to still look at it with, oh, somebody obiaim, or maybe somebody can pray that away, and you know, all these other things. Not saying that's what happened in this case, because they were getting her help. Things just aligned the wrong way that day. Medic is still missing. Her real name is Stephanie Williams, the artist known as Medic. Her mom upped the reward money to $1 million. She's been missing now for 20 days and counting. I can tell you right now, that no good. 20 days missing from Jamaica. That usually spells, you know, but still being hopeful. A member of Parliament, East Kingston and Port Royal, Philip Paulwell's 10-month-old child and her mother, who went missing under suspicious circumstances, is still missing. 5 days and counting. A $500,000 reward is out for them. Keep all these people in your prayers and hope all the best for them. We've come to the top of the morning. Shout out to everybody who tuned in as soon as I went live, 7 o'clock this morning. We had a full 2 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to go live an extra 30 minutes and do a marathon. Where else, babe?
That's great. You're starting to go back live when you used to, the same time when you used to go to work.
Yeah. Go back live early. Come alienate all the people them. Because a lot of people were saying, SouFlo, we used to rise with the morning thought, man, but by the time you start now, I'm on the clock at work and can't even tune in. So we're going to try spread that love the back again. Don't know how to work out. Just work with me. Work with me, right? And I will always have content to engage us and our intelligence and laugh some, because we're a family and we do it like that. We laugh together, cry together, talk, work stuff out, educate each other, uplift each other, and send each other off into the world to have a beautiful day. All right. It's the present. Live in the present. It's called a present for a reason. Yesterday gone. Can't get that back. Tomorrow, not mine or yours to be promised. We have to wait till it come. And even when that come, that will be the present as well. So live in now. Give thanks for now, today, and be good. It costs nothing to be good. All right. And remember, karma is very, very real. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Walk with God. I'm out. Peace.